Well, g'day, I'm JB and welcome to this week's episode of 4x4 Adventure Club. As you saw last week, we were on the Frenchman's track and we had just crossed over the Pascoe River. From here we're going to continue on, hopefully making it to the end, so stick around and check out how we get there. Well, we're travelling along Frenchmans. We just climbed up the other side after the Pascoe River, and just when you think it's going to get a little bit easier, next minute you have all these washout ruts where you pretty much got to straddle them all the way. You can't drive in them because you'll be just on too much of an angle, so you pretty much got to drive over the top of them. Every now and then you get to switch back, and then one side you're on the right hand side, next on the left hand side, and then sometimes you're in the middle. But we're coming up to, I guess, the halfway mark, which is from the end we came at, is where on the maps the Frenchman track goes in a straight line from, in our case, east to west. And from memory it gets a bit easier, so we'll see how we go.
G'day guys, Adam here, ADM Motors and Nuts About 4 Drive. I want to show you a quick modification that you can do on a solar panel that's going to help you. A lot of modern day vehicles these days have smart alternators. They need different types of battery chargers and dual battery systems. Ultimately what you can do is modify a solar panel that'll suit potentially both methods. The smart chargers like the Redarc BC-DC 1225D and that new range of Redarc that's come out, they actually require a solar panel for use, but without a regulator, because the charger itself, the Redarc charger itself, actually controls the charging of the and regulates the solar panel for you. And of course, if you're going on top of a battery or going straight on the top of a battery with one of these, then your solar panel needs to be regulated, because it can actually produce 17-20 volts if it's not regulated. So what I've done is I've actually modified this solar panel where I've connected onto the wires before the regulator, and that way I can just put an extension straight onto that Anderson plug and onto the charging system, the Redarc BC-DC. Apart from that, then you can also just plug straight onto here. It's not and go straight onto the top of the battery. So it's not a crazy hard modification to do. You literally just go into the wires before the regulator that's on the solar panel. One quick trick though, if you are actually using a solar panel on straight onto the top of a battery, you need to also make sure that the regulator is capable of charging the battery type that you actually have. So if it's an AGM battery, you need to make sure your regulator actually is capable of charging an AGM battery, because they take different charging cycles and different charging voltages. So hope that helps you. Modification like this can give you a solar panel a couple of different uses. Not hard to do, quite simple. Check out our Facebook site at Nuts About 4 Drive and give us a like. Check out our website at nutsabout4drive.com.au. Otherwise, I'll see you out on the tracks, and go nuts.
Alright, well, we've just hit the east-west run of Frenchman's Track. Now, from memory, it is pretty straightforward going. There might be a few bog holes. It has been very dry, although the Pascoe River was up a little bit. So we might get a few bog holes, but yeah, this will be a pretty straightforward run. But yeah, highly recommend you, if you got the setup full drive, to tackle Frenchman's Track. You do need a lift. Lockers is an advantage, and I wouldn't recommend a trailer. So, but yeah, anyway, we'll keep pushing and see where we end up. It's just gone 4:20, so probably another hour or so on Frenchman's Track, and yeah, hopefully we'll figure out where we're going to camp for the night. that? That 1mm and a quick plunge in it. Better be safe than sorry. Up the other side of the Wenlock River crossing. I ballsed it up a little bit, probably was just a fraction too far right and hit the side bank and just popped my wheel up, but everyone else drove it like it was a Sunday hill. But, no harm done, got the winch out and it was up easy. So we're on the last 12km section now of the Frenchmans track. It's getting on, it's just gone 6 o'clock, it's got a nice sunset in front of us, so we're going to push on and hopefully get to the end shortly. Well, there you have it, Frenchman's Track up at Cape York. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. We've had a ball. So if you have liked it, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook. Make sure you tune in next week as we continue further north on Cape York and we look to tackle the telly track. So yeah, we'll see you soon.